In the previous video, we just discussed about the basic concepts of JS. In this video, we are going to take a look after the basic methods that we can use with console as well as arrays. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the video. Now to show you the basic concepts of console, we can just go to the browser view and we can go to the inspect here in the console. We are going to say like console, and the moment you say like console dot, it gives you a lot of options that you can use by using console. Okay, so for auto complete any kind of option, we need to press tab to auto complete anything. Now here we are having some functions like, okay, first of all let's take the basic function that's like console.log hi, and you can run the basic JS in this console. And how you can do means multi-line coding at this place, shift plus enter gives you multi-lines. Okay, so this is the basic console.log hi, you press enter and you get hi. That's a very obvious thing. Next thing we are going to do, we are going to say, okay, suppose if I say something like for let I equals 0, I smaller than suppose 10, I plus plus, and we are going to say like, in this we are going to say shift plus enter, and at this place we are going to say console dot log I. Okay, so it's going to print like 0 1 2 3 4 to up to 9, like up to 9, and it's going to be like 10 times. Okay, so something like this. Now suppose you want to clear this console, this looks very dirty, so if you want to just clear this, you can say like console dot clear, and you just like console dot clear, or you can press tab suppose if you do not want to type so, and then you can just press enter and boom, the console is cleared. Next thing is about console dot warnings. Suppose if you want to give your own custom warnings, you can say something like okay, copyright, copyright, and dot dot dot, something like this. So console dot warn copyright and just press enter. So what will happen is you will get your own custom warning that you may see when you are coding something, and you may see it in the console of many websites. So you can create your own custom warnings by using console dot warn. Next we are having console dot error as well, to give some kind of error suppose if there is. So we just encountered one error. Okay, so you can see we just encountered one error. So this is the way you can use console dot error. Then we are having info, so console dot info, and in the info we are going to pass like hi suppose. So if I just press like console dot info hi, then we are going to give hi, but we are having one in the info option, you are going to see all the infos that you are having. So this is one way to give an info here. So these are like four, or you can say 4 to 5 basic functions that we use in JS. Now the next thing is about the basic classes that you may use. Like there is a number class. Let's say we are having a number. So let's say let number. We are assigning this value to a new, and we are calling the number class here. Number class, at this place we need to give the value. So what's going to happen is going to just generate one number only. No, there no difference is that, like you can just use this kind of code as well, like let number 2. Okay, let's take number 2 to be equal to 2 only. So that's going to hold the same meaning. But why people uses this new number 2 in their code, let me tell you the reason. First of all, let me just console out this number. So I'm going to just console out this number and click on the run button. Now here we are having the number 2. You can see this is an array, right? So you can access the value by using dot value of, and let's save this. So it's going to return the primitive value of the specified object. Press enter, like you the run, you get 2 at the console. Okay, now why we use this number, let me explain. Suppose like if I say number is equal to new number, and suppose in some cases what happens, suppose if I write here in JS, what happens that console.log 2 plus 2, so what it is going to return, it's going to return 4, right? Now suppose if I write something like this in a string form, 2 plus 2, run this. Why is it not running that? Let's say this. Let's go to the actual terminal here and run this. So node main.js, main.js, like 22. Because why is this happening? Because we are adding to string, means we are concatenating them. But some cases it's very difficult for us to convert this string into an actual number. So in that case, you can use this number class here. So number is equal to new number, and suppose if I pass a string to, it will convert. It will first check the value of the string, and if it's like an integer value, it is going to just convert the type into an integer value. So that's a very unique thing that you may use in your projects to make it, like you can say, it may be very much easier to make any kind of application like a calculator as well. So in calculator, this may happen that when you're taking the input from the user, it may be in the form of string, and you may want to convert it into number. So this thing happens at that place, and we are getting number 2. So let's take the value here, dot value of. Here also we are having some functions. Let's take a look after that as well. So console.log number dot, we are having two exponential form. Let's save this. So 2e plus 0. So this is something like 2e plus 0 is an exponential form. Suppose we are having a here console dot log number dot two fixed, two local string, two precision, two string, and even we are having something like two. Okay, so let's say two local string two. So this is a string and this is a number. So this is the main thing that we main reason that why we use number classes here. Next thing is like string also. So we are having for string as well, like a string, and this we are gonna pass. Okay, let's give some equal to here, and then we are in the string. We also need some value here. So value we're gonna pass like hi. Save this, and we're gonna say console dot log string. Now we are having a lot of methods, right? But we are going to take the value only right now. So let's take the value of, we get function char. Okay, we can advise that. So not this. So we are getting high at this place. Okay. And after that, we are having for objects as well, like let obj new obj object, right? And value. So suppose let's give some value here. So let's take the name Ayush, and let's put in this obj. So let's say console.log obj. So we are getting like name Ayush. So this is something that's very common, right? Now let me tell you one interesting fact that you should know about JS. We are having a function eval. That's a very amazing function if you know about this. Suppose we are having some code in a string form. Okay, we are having some code. Let's say let I equal to 2 console.log I. So this is what? This is a string of code that's containing a piece of code. So if I say you can run this code by using JS. How can you run that? You need to just say eval code, means evaluate the code. If I just do that, you will see the output is 2. Why is that so? We are assigning a value I means 2 to I, and then we are just logging out 2 here. So simply the evaluation of this code is going to give the output 2. So this is in fact one of the amazing things that you can use by using by using the eval function here. And you can even do basic arithmetic operations, like suppose if I do like 2 equal to 2, and then what is going to happen? Okay, not these, like 2 plus 2 are like 2 plus 3. Let's just do this. So 2 plus 3, if I just console it out. So if I say console.log eval, so you will get like 5. Okay, so this is one thing that you can do by using. Now we are having like arrays functions. So let's say we are having one array, and that's going to be something like this: 1 comma 2 comma 3. We are going to pass. We are going to take a look after the basic functions first. Suppose you want to add some value. So let's say add some element to the array. Then what you can do, you can say a, suppose you want to just push here 4, so you just say ar dot push 4, and that's going to push 4. After that, let's see the output here. So let's say console dot log arr. Okay, so let's say console dot log arr here. So you'll see like 1 2 3 4. So now you can see console dot log AR. So we are getting like 1 2 3 4 because we just pushed 4 here. Now suppose we are having one something more here. Let's say we are having one more function AR dot, and we are having one function here reverse. That's going to reverse the array and give us the output. So let's say reversing the array, and we are going to say like let not here, let suppose if you want to change the value, no need to for using let const and var. So you can just simply write arr is equal to arr dot reverse, and we are going to save this. So you can see 4 3 2 1 1 2 3 4 4 2 4 3 2 1. So this is how you can reverse one array. Now let's say we are having one function as arr dot, we are having a slice function. Let's take a look after the slice function. So let's say slice arr or slice, not this. Let's take the basic structure here. So what the slice do, it just give take two numbers, and it gives the text in between these two numbers. So let's take starting number to be like the basic 0 because the index starts with 0. So 0, and suppose if you, let's take to 1 means the first element. So let's take this as arr equal to this. So we are going to receive 4 only because in between 0 and 1 we are having 4 only the first element. So like 0 and 1, and suppose if I give 2, we'll receive 4 and 3 because like between means the zeroth element and the second element we are having like 2. So this is the way you can slice some value here. Now then we are having something like we are having one val okay, so we are having length. So length for each, so let's take a look after them. Now let's first comment this much of code. Now, suppose what if I say you that suppose you are having an array of words. Hi, Ayush, I am fine. So this is like hi Ayush, I am fine. So this is a sentence which is broken into words, and the words are arranged in one array. So what you can do to just combine these words to form a complete sentence, you can say let's say let sentence is equal to arr dot, we are going to say join, and what the join text separator means, what should separate these words. Suppose some sentence is there, so what separator will be there in between these words. So I give something like this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just say sentence, and now you can see hi I am Ayush. So what happens, it just take the words, join them, and gives a separator of one space. Hi Ayush, I am fine. So this is a way you can convert this array into one sentence. Now suppose if you want to do the reverse, you can also do the reverse. Suppose let arr is 2 is equal to sentence. Yeah, that was the same thing. It was giving like split. So split, and in this also we need one separator here. Means in what separator you want to split the words. So let's save this, and let's say arr2. Let's say AR2. Now you can see in the reverse is there, and sorry, holding the same value here. So like hi Ayush, I'm fine. So that's like splitting and joining the words. So that's hi hi Ayush, I am fine. So yeah, that's all. Now after that, we are having in the array, we are having one function for each. Now many people may ask that by using for each, can we get the index of the number, index of the element in number form? So yes, we can by using the second parameter of the callback function. For each, in the for each, we're having two things. First is the element, second is the index. So let's take e index. and like array string. So let's take this one as well, str. And what we are going to do, simply we are going to say console.log e comma e index comma e str. So we are getting like hi, the first element is hi, then we are getting the array ayush, second element array I, third m, fourth fine, fifth. This is the way you can use for each, and you can perform a lot of tasks by using this for each. So this is one way, and the for each is very similar. Like what you are doing, you are just running a loop and you are just giving out the output, right? So you can make your own. Let me just give you one example. You can make your own custom for each function. Let me show you how. So let's say now this is one way you can do the things very easily. Object dot set prototype. This is something like object dot set prototype. We are going to set methods of one array of anything. If any string, number, or any value, we are going to set some methods that we can perform on that. So let's take the ARR, and in that we are going to take something like for each, and that's going to be a function, okay? And in the function, what we are going to do, we are going to say for the same thing, and we are going to say like we are going to have in the function two things. In the function, we are going to, in the for each, we are having one callback here, callback, one callback we are having, right? In the callback, okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to say after running the loop, whatever you do at this place, like do something, right? Do something here, and after that we are going to give like callback. We are going to call the callback to the arri to give the index. Okay, so let's use this. I'm not sure is it going to work or not. So let's just go here, do something like this. We are going to say arr dot for e console dot log e hi I am Ayush. So you can see something like we are able to use for each in our own way. And how is it working? Object dot set prototype of arr means we are going to set one method to the array, okay? And the array we are going to set up a method for e that's going to hold a function. The function is going to hold a callback, and the callback is going to run with a parameter of arri, and if we access that parameter we are going to get these values. Now you can even have something like if you suppose if you want to give the index, you can just pass the I as well. So let's say index, and not index zero but index, and then we are going to pass the index at this place as well. And like zero first element, I use second element, I third, and that's all. So this is how you can get the index and the value as well. So this is how you can make your own random custom methods with any of the values in JS. So yeah, we just discussed about console and as well as arrays. So yeah, that's all for this video. Meet you in the next video with some new, not with some new builder technology, but we are going to continue with the client side JS programming, in which we are going to take a look after that how we can design web applications by using client side programming in JavaScript. Because earlier JavaScript was only on the client side, not on the server side. After the introduction of Node.js, we can use JS on the server side to make games application as well as desktop application. So similarly, but the basic is the client JS, right? So we are going to cover in the next video the client JS. Till then, see you.